Welcome back to my workshop. Now today you're obviously here because you want to know about the Sculpfun S9 Air Assist. Now obviously this is my Sculpfun S9 laser, and in this box is an Air Assist kit. Before I get this out of the box, let me show you what I'm trying to do and why I now need this. Right, so what am I trying to do? Now I've been asked to make a load of cut out names, okay, like this. Okay, and the reason they want these cut out names is for a wedding. Now I've got to do about 80 of these, okay, and the idea is when people get to their table, they're going to have a plate and it's going to have their name on it. So it's going to be like a placeholder. Okay, this is the idea. This is obviously not the plate because this is just our plates, not the wedding plates. Now the problem I've got is, as I say, I've got to do 80 of these. Now without Air Assist, what's happening is this is taking about 2 or 3 passes. Now this is only 3.5mm thick ply, okay, and also it's burning quite a bit around the edges. Okay, I've managed to minimise the burn on the back by using my honeycomb, which is here, okay, but on the front it's still burning. So around the edges here it tarnishes the colour. Okay, let's get that in focus. Okay, so we get this brown tinge all around the edge. And also, allegedly, with Air Assist, it actually cuts deeper and quicker. So I'm hoping that because I've got to do 80 of these, with Air Assist, it should be a cleaner cut and it should be quicker. Okay, so in a minute, this is taking 2 passes at 90% and at 200mm per minute. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get the Air Assist kit out of the box and we'll have a quick look and then fit it to the machine. Right, so firstly, what I've bought here is the Air Assist kit for the Sculpfun S9. Okay, I bought this back in November last year and I literally haven't had time to get it out of the box. Now when I bought it from Amazon. Okay, and it cost me, it was on special offer, it cost me £95. Okay, it was supposed to be more than that, but it was a special offer. But now it's February in 2024 and it is still £95. Now that's for the whole kit. Okay, so let's get it out of the box. It comes just packaged like this. I literally haven't even taken it out of the box. Okay. Right, so this is everything that comes in the box when you get it. We'll quickly go through them. You get a new shield here. Okay, you get a little triangle which says it's been through quality control. You get some Velcro, which is going to be used for the hose management. You get the new nozzle with the attachment for the air. 2 Allen keys, 3 seals, I'll show you where they go later. A hose. You get 4 screws, which you obviously need to mount the shield. You get a nozzle which actually goes on the pump. You get a small piece of hose which also goes on the pump, I believe. You get a set of instructions and you also get the pump itself. So let's have a quick look through each of these individually very quickly, just so you know what you've got. Right, we'll start with the not so interesting stuff. This is the Sculpfun Air Pump User Manual, which comes with it. It basically gives you a few details of what's what on the pump. Okay, and on the back here, it gives you a quick pictorial reference on how to change it. Okay, it looks fairly simple. It goes through all the stages. Okay, I haven't checked this QR code, but I'm sure if you scan that, it will show you an installation video. Okay. So that's the instructions, nice and simple. Next is the main player in this whole setup. Now this is an air pump, okay? It's on rubber feet here, okay, because obviously this is going to vibrate. That should minimise the noise. It looks like we've got the air outlet on this end, okay? Details on the back. There's a model AP30. 200 to 240 volts, frequency 50 hertz, 16 watt power, air capacity 30 litres per minute. Okay, and a pressure greater to or equal to 0.03 megapascals. Okay, but basically that means this should be okay. Now, as far as I'm aware, this is a very similar design to an air pump out of a fish tank, but they've obviously tested it to be used with the Sculpfun S9. This comes with a variable speed control, okay, because you don't always need it at maximum pressure, okay, on, off and variable speed. And because I'm in the UK, it's come with this adapter, okay, which is for a UK plug, okay, but if you're in other parts of the world, it also comes with this. All right, also comes with about 1 metre of extension lead. Okay, so you should be able to get it close enough to your machine. Right, let's have a look at the next thing. Right, next is we have this, which is the hose, obviously. It's wound up quite well, but it doesn't look like it kinks once you undo it. This is good. Okay, it feels like a neoprene rubber, so it's that silky type of rubber. Okay, this looks like it's about 1.5 meters long. Okay, and that's obviously what connects the pump to your nozzle. Speaking of which, here is the nozzle. Okay, and what we have here is this bit actually bolts to the laser, or is fitted into the laser, and the nozzle here is where the hose goes. Okay, so air is blown down here and out of here. I'll show you that later. Okay, and on the top here you need a seal, and you get 3 seals in the kit. Okay, so these literally sit around here like that. Okay, and that gives you a good air seal between the nozzle and the laser. Okay, so you get 3 of those. Okay, then you get this little adapter here, okay, and that is for attaching to the pump. Literally screws into the pump, okay, and then that allows you to connect the other end of the hose. Then we get a new shield. Now you're probably thinking, well, why don't you use the old shield? Well, simply because it's got this cutout on the side here, okay, and that's to allow the nozzle to sit in there, so you haven't got to cut out your own hole. Okay, you'll see how that fits in a moment, but yeah, you get a new shield, which is good. Okay, the 4 screws you get are obviously they're used to hold this in place, and you obviously get tools to do the job, which is 2 little Allen keys, okay, which should be hopefully the right size, which they are. This is good. And finally in the kit you get a small piece of hook and eye tape. Okay, this is used for the hose management. It looks like it's already cut into sections. Okay, so you should be able to pull that apart, and then you can use each one of these to manage your hose. Okay, which I'm sure we will do. Right, that's everything in the kit. Let's try and fix it to the laser. Okay, so this is my trusty old S9 that I'm going to fit the kit to. All you need to do is remove the laser module here. Okay, it's turned off at the moment, it's not plugged in at all. We just need the module at the moment. So we're going to take this off by disconnecting the wire at the top. Okay, and then undoing the 2 knurled nuts at the back. All right, so the first thing we need to do once we've got the laser module off is remove this shield, okay? Because you remember, we need to replace it with this shield at some point, and we need to insert this with one of these. Okay, so what we've got to do is remove this shield. Now, don't lose your little knurled nuts here. Put them somewhere safe, because otherwise you're going to go to put it back and you're not going to be able to. Okay, in the kit you obviously get one of these Allen keys, and that is to remove this shield with. You've got one grub screw this side and another grub screw this side. Okay, so all you do is literally undo those. Don't lose them. Okay, and this shield just removes. Now, if you've seen my previous video, you've seen I've just replaced this, but ironically, I'm now going to not use that. Okay, next you need to remove this inner part here. Okay, so this is a previous shield that was in there, and to remove that, there's another little grub screw on the back here. Same size Allen key, and undo that. Okay, and then this bit pops out. So be careful now, because this is obviously your laser lens. The last thing you want to do is start touching this. Good idea at this point to check to make sure there's nothing on your lens at all, because if you've got any fingerprints or dirt on there, that's going to affect your performance. Okay, so that's out, this is out, shield's off. Now we've got to fit this bit. Right, brought you in a little bit closer here so you could actually see what's going on. Okay, we've got all the internals removed that we need to. Now, looking at the front of the laser, when we put our shield on, okay, the hose access is going to be on the right hand side. Okay, so when this is fitted, we need the pipe to come out on the right hand side. Okay, and to fit this, all you do is you take one of your O-rings, okay, and it sits on here like this. Okay, you shouldn't need to put anything on it. Now keep this up this way, and then literally lower your laser onto it. And once it's in place, obviously you can hold it with your thumb. So that, in theory now, is sitting nicely. Okay, make sure it doesn't snag on anything, and make sure it feels like the seal is in the correct place. So once that's in like that, you can then refit this grub screw. Okay, so the bottom grub screw here, and that should grip hold of the nozzle. Don't over tighten that at the moment. You may have to move this nozzle a little bit. So if you do, you just back it off a little tiny bit, so then you can actually adjust this nozzle. Right, now we need to put on the shield. Okay, so to fit the shield, okay, remember we're going to have the cutout on the right hand side. This is all shown in the instructions here. Okay, we're at this stage here. This is our seal, this is our nozzle, and this is exit in on the right hand side. Okay, and what we need to do is just fit the shield over the top like this, and then we need to fit one screw in this side and one screw in this side. Okay, the second Allen key you got in the kit is what you need, and obviously a couple of these screws. So we just put one screw in one side for now, turn it over and fit the other screw. Okay, make sure you don't over tighten these, and at the moment you need them fairly loose so you can move the shield, nip it up. It's not taking any load, so you don't need to over tighten it. Okay, then what you can do is then you can adjust this nozzle, which is a simple case of loosening off this back screw and then rotating the nozzle until that's in the middle. Tighten that back up again. Okay, make sure your nozzle is straight, which it is. Okay, and then all we need to do is refit this back to the laser. Right, so now the laser is remounted to the machine. You can see here we've got the hose connection. Now what we need to do is decide where the pump is going to sit. Now on mine it makes sense to have it sitting around here somewhere. Okay, so we know then the hose, this is the connector, okay, it's got to go from here, along here, and then down here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our hose, okay, and we're going to start at the laser end, and we literally just plug it into the laser head. Then we can route our hose so it follows the wiring harness, okay, and then using these Velcro tear-offs that they've supplied, okay, pop one off. Literally put the hose up here. Now you've got to leave a little bit of slack because obviously you need to focus the laser, so it must be able to move. And literally wrap those round. Okay, and just do that. Okay, and now I'm going to follow the actual hose around the harness. Okay, so we've now got our hose which comes down to the pump. This obviously doesn't fit. What you need to do is fit this adapter. Okay, now you shouldn't need anything here. If it leaks air afterwards, I might have to put some tape around here. Okay, but that literally just screws in like this. Okay, and then just give it a little nip up with a 10mm spanner. Okay, please don't over tighten it, because if you break it, it's all a waste of time. Okay, tighten out very gently, and then your blue hose connects directly to that. Now what we could do is now put a small cable tie on here and also on this end. Okay, let me go and get some cable ties and I'll do that now. Right, so that's now everything you got in the kit that you're going to use fitted to the machine. Okay, we've got the pump, we've got the hose, we've got the hose management Velcro. Okay, then we got a cable tie either end of the hose. We've got the shield, we've got the nozzle, and we've got the seal around the back of the nozzle. Okay, that's all fitted. I've now plugged it in. Okay, I've set this to off at the moment. Okay, so all we've got to do now is turn it on and see if it works. Right, so we know it works now. When I turn this on, obviously what happens is the motor here starts pumping, blows air through here, and it comes out the nozzle here. It's difficult to explain how much air comes out. It's not like a high pressure that you get from a compressor, okay? But just to demonstrate, I've got an anemometer here, which obviously measures airflow. Now, we're not worried about the numbers that come up now. I'm just using this to demonstrate that air is actually blowing. Okay, so before anyone says about the direction of the airflow and the restrictions behind it, that is not what this is about. All I'm trying to do is demonstrate that air is actually blowing through there. Okay, so I've now reassembled my laser, ready to do my trial cut. And what I'll do is I'll do exactly the same cut as I did before, but I'll try it in one pass, same settings, but with the air assist. Now, there's one thing you need to know about focusing, okay? Obviously, now you've got the shield in the way, this is slightly different. Let me show you. Okay, so previously when you used to focus it, using the focus thing here, you literally put it down and you'd lower the body onto that. But obviously you can't now because it's got a shield. But it's okay. What you do is on either side of the back, this part here, okay, is the same height as the rest of the laser. So you can use that. So loosen off your knurled nuts, okay, raise your laser, okay, and use that side or the other side to focus, okay? That way it's exactly the same as using the area you used to use, okay? So although this seems it's in the way, you've just got to go from the sides. Right, let's do a trial cut and see if it's any better. Right, there's no camera trickery here. The laser's finished. I've just moved it out of the way for a second. Now this is I had to do 2 passes, the same as I did before, but this has come out really clean. Okay, just to give you an idea, the previous without air assist is this one. Look at all the burning on the outside, and also it didn't cut all the way through in some places. So when I was taking this out, that broke. Okay, so I'm just about to remove this off of here now. Okay, it's gone all the way through, no burning on the back. Okay, let me just push that out. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that, in comparison to that, which obviously broke, now that's a marked difference. Okay, so just a very quick look again. This is with air assist and this is without. Okay, so this is going to save ages in sanding. Although this still took 2 passes, it's so much cleaner. Look at that, that's fantastic. Okay, yeah, I'm well impressed. Look, there's no burning. Yeah, I like that. Right, I think that's about it. Right, so that's about it. Now that was a look at the Sculpfun Air Assist kit. Okay, this is a genuine Sculpfun kit. Now I'm not being paid by Sculpfun to review this or anything like that. I bought this with my own money. As I say, in February 2024, this was £95 for the kit. Would I recommend it? 100% yes. I mean, I've got 80 of these to make now. If they all come out this clean, I will be so pleased. Okay, so as a quick look, hopefully that was of some use for you. I think it's a very good kit and a good addition to my Sculpfun S9. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. That's simple enough. You can't even see that because this bloody light is flashing on it. Let's try that again. Welcome back to my workshop. Now you're obviously here because you want to know about the Sculpfun S9. I'll do that again, shall I? Hopefully that was exciting for you. Let's try that again.